Welcome to Tweet of the Week. I think you can tell by my shirt that I'm really excited to be joined by two of the amazing students from Frederick High. These students are ninth graders in our LYNX program. I am joined today by Mia Venencia and Nathan Pan, and these two are pioneers. And I understand that the tweet you're talking to me about has something to do with competency by demonstrated mastery. What does that mean?
This implies that you are gaining credit for school classes or graduation requirements by completing outside of school activities, such as dancing for a PE credit or playing piano for a fine arts credit.
And Mia, what did you earn your credit for?
I earned my credit for competitive Irish dance, which I've been doing since I was 8 years old.
Fabulous. And Nathan, how about you? What did you earn your credit for?
I earned my credit for piano. I'm playing piano at FCC right now. I've been doing so for about 8 years, I think. And yeah, it's really just, it's been a way for me to get my credit for piano without having to take a class. So it's really been helpful to me, and it's going to free up some space in my schedule in the future.
So this gives you credit for skills and competencies that you can demonstrate. And how were you able to demonstrate this for people if you weren't actually sitting in a classroom doing the work?
So first, you apply for it. You would ask your advocate, as Mr. Moran, who's sitting in the background here, is present. We would ask him for a certain form that we would need to fill out, which is asking for how you will fulfill the standards that you would otherwise meet in a traditional classroom, and how you plan to demonstrate that, getting into the credit by demonstration of mastery, which implies that you would submit a video compilation of you doing your work, or you would keep a journal or log about how you're addressing each of the standards.
And Nathan, similar for you?
Yeah, pretty much same thing. I submitted a video documenting my progress in learning my piece, from what it sounded like when I started playing to my final recital. And then I had an evaluation from my piano teacher, and I submitted a research project that I did on my the piece that I was working on, the composer of the piece. And those things I felt were enough to get me the credit. And the people who looked over it, Mr. Moran, Ms. Campanoli, they all thought it was very good, so I got my credit.
Okay, so we have a committee that looks at these things, and they have to have some expertise in the area that you have submitted to ensure that whatever standards would have been in a course you would have taken, you've been able to show that you've met those standards. So, you know, in some ways, as we're kind of hot off of the Olympics here, it's sort of like when someone does that performance at the Olympics, the judges can tell a lot about the technical skills and quality of the work that they have performed, rather than saying, well, you know, we want you to spend 15 hours getting the credit for this. And this is one of the big things about LYNX that we're so excited about, because this is going to free up time for you to explore other options, other areas where you have great interest. So what is it you're thinking? As I know you're only ninth graders, but what are some of the things you're thinking you might want to explore going forward?
I suppose it's good to start thinking about other extracurricular activities, which this allows us to do. It allows us to not only complete our homework on time, since we have less to do for classes like PE or a fine arts credit, but it also allows us to place more emphasis on, as you were saying, classes that we would otherwise take in school. So I am very much interested in taking Chinese later on in school. I don't know if that's possible to be taken anywhere in Frederick County, but I know in the Frederick Virtual Online School that anything is an option, so I suppose I would explore that.
Fantastic. Nathan, how about you?
I really haven't thought that much about what class that I can take now that I've done this piano credit. I'm thinking maybe a computer course. I'm looking to go into computers for my future career, so freeing up a course could potentially let me take like AP Computer Science at school instead of having to take a fine arts class.
Fantastic. Well, I want to thank you for being pioneers in this, much as your teachers who are working through this with you and your advocate, Mr. Moran, are doing. So I'm really proud of you. Congratulations. You have broken a barrier that we hope eventually we can make available to all of our high school students. So an exciting tweet, an exciting program, and I'm so glad you were here, but I'm going to have you back next time as well, because I think there are a few other things going on at LYNX that you can share and help our community understand a little bit more about this innovative high school that we are trying to create right here in Frederick County. So Mia and Nathan, thank you so much for being here and for making us FCPS proud. I hope you will join in next time because, as I said, there's even more to learn about these two amazing students and some of the adventures they're having at LYNX at Frederick High School.